Oh, what's up guys? This is Daniel from Informed Trades YouTube channel, guys. In this video, I'm going to be talking about exactly why Tesla stock is actually currently trading above $700 and how I was able to profit off of the Tesla earnings report, the massive move that Tesla had. It went from the 500s to plus 600s and now currently trading at $700 plus, guys. Also, there's going to be a live trading footage for you guys exactly looking at what my position was and how I was able to manage it while the stock market was actually declining last week, guys. So stay tuned. We're going to talk about all of those things in detail coming up. Alright guys, so Tesla actually currently trading at $736 mainly because an investment firm called ARK came out and they increased their projection for Tesla stock, and they're projecting that Tesla is going to be trading between $700 to $4,000 within the next 5 years. I'm going to be explaining to you guys why this firm is super optimistic when it comes to Tesla. So when they're actually analyzed the business model of Tesla, they looked at the three important factors that they look at. The first one is the gross margins, and the second one is capital efficiency, and the third one is the adaptation of the self-driving, the automation system that Tesla is currently implementing. So ARK is most bullish on Tesla to cut costs and increase their margins, assigning 80% probability that the company can achieve a 40% margin when it comes to within the next few years coming up. So however, the analysts are at least they're at least confident about the ability of Tesla to actually have autonomous self-driving cars within the next 4 to 5 years. So they're at least bullish on that, and they're giving it 70% probability that Tesla's not going to be able to achieve that. Compared to the other analysts on Wall Street, they're actually projecting that Tesla stock is going to be trading between $536 and $600. Excuse me, between $600 within the next year. However, they're still projecting that Tesla stock is going to be trading in the 1,500 plus area within the next 4 to 5 years, guys. So this is a huge news when it comes to Tesla. All the bulls that are actually holding Tesla positions are loving it, and the stock is super volatile. It's going up and down. Currently right now is up $85, which is 13% of the stock market, of the stock value right now. So that is super impressive. So congratulations to all the people that actually holding the position, actually trading the stock as it goes to the upside, guys. And I personally believe that Tesla is going to be able to reach the $1,000 mark within the end of this year, guys. So that is my personal projections. Now let's get into my portfolio, guys. I'm going to show you exactly my portfolio. Right now I'm actually sitting at, for the week, 18%. I was actually at like 1,400 and something plus dollars, but I recently opened up a position. I'm not going to be talking about that, but I'm going to be talking about the month, right? So I'm up close to 130. I'm up close to 160% for the month currently. Like, this is not considering, because we started this account at the beginning of the year at $500, and we're currently sitting at 1,300 and something, $84, guys. So we're up plus 160%, and I explained to you guys exactly the strategies that I use and how I was able to grow this similar account in 2019 from like $50 to $3,000. I made a video explaining in detail. I'm going to link it right over here. You guys can go check it out. That explains to you guys how to be able to trade, to get to that kind of consistent returns, like day in, week out, guys. So if you're interested, you can go check out those videos, guys. But in this video, I'm going to explain to you guys how I was able to make a profit trading Tesla last week, guys. So they reported earnings. So I was able to trade Tesla stock and make a profit. So on that video, on the live trading video, I'm going to explain to you 3 tips that you can use to implement and pick the right stocks to trade, because last week was kind of super volatile. The stock market was going down while Tesla stock was actually super bullish. So the majority of people knew about the potential that the coronavirus can affect the stock market, but it's not about knowing it. It's about actually taking action and executing it, taking a step to actually either protect your downside or even profit from the potential volatility that can happen in the market, guys. So as I mentioned, I made a video explaining in detail how to protect your portfolio, even profit, by using different strategies from the stock market volatility that can happen over here. So you guys can go check out that video, explain in detail about the coronavirus, how that's spreading across the world and what you need to do so your account is not going to be down like the SPY that is going on right now. So the first thing that I do every time that in order to determine the sentiment of the market, what sentiment means is like what is the direction of the overall market, is I create a watch list. Even though I watch the entire SPY, I also have specific stocks that I watch, main companies like Apple, Google, Amazon, and from abroad, Chinese companies, Baba, LK was one of the companies that's like Starbucks, that's kind of popular right now. So I look at those companies, and I also have, Shopify, I look at bank financials from all these sectors. All these companies are included in my watch list so I can understand the sentiment of the market. As you can see over here today, all of these companies are red, they're going down. So you can judge that the sentiment is to the downside. So if you're going to actually position yourself and you actually knew that the coronavirus is going to affect the stock market, then you're going to potentially have to, if you're a trader like me, I trade options, right? Or you trade stocks, anything like that, then you can position yourself to only focus on what you need to do and focus on things that are not going to be affected by the coronavirus coming up in the future. How you do that? You basically focus on individual stock that have potential catalysts. It's gonna be companies that have FDA approvals, earnings, and any kind of news that can potentially make them move separately from the overall market. Let me explain that, right? As you can see over here, Tesla is actually the stock that I'm watching is actually green, while the entire market, the overall market is going down. Let's look at Amazon, reported earnings. See, both of them reported earnings back to back on Thursday, on Friday. So these companies, you can place your trades based off of these individual companies that have their own term catalyst. So they're not dependent upon the entire overall market, because 80 to 90% of stocks follow the overall S&P 500 the S&P 500. So that's what you need to do, is actually when you determine that there's potential catalyst that can affect the entire market, the entire overall sectors of all these companies, then you have to position and pick companies that have their own catalyst coming up. The second thing that you need to do is actually identify which positions to take, because in this market, things can change like super quick. The second thing that you need to do is you need to know exactly when to get in and get out, because things can change super quick. So you need to be super picky about your entries and your exits. For example, people that actually trade, options, or that try to buy, they're long-term investors, they see everything is going down, so they try to buy the add to the positions. But however, it's still early, because that story is kind of developing. The coronavirus story is still developing, and there's still time for it to develop in the upcoming days. So if you're a trader, yes, it's tempting. The volatility is there. You might be tempted to buy puts. I want to short the entire market. Or if you're a long-term investor, you're like, okay, I want to buy these stocks. Everything is going down right now. But the most important thing is knowing that your entries and your exits matter. If you're a short-term trader, if you're trading options, but if you're on the long term, you just keep averaging up. So that might not affect you that much. But if you're a short-term trader, you need to really be really careful and understand that your entries and your exit will determine your sustainability on your future. Now, the third and last thing that you need to do is actually be super patient, right? You need to understand when things are moving super quick, like now, even right now, like Apple is going down, bouncing up and down. When there's a lot of volatility, it's like Apple's down like $10 today, right? And reported earnings a few days ago and it gapped up. And it's kind of super tempting to look at everything going up, everything going red, like you're super tempted, to really take action or to take your position. What you need to understand is really determine and understand what is going to happen in the next coming days. What is the potential moves that can happen in the next coming days? Who knows? Nobody knows that, right? What's going to happen in the next coming days? That's why you have to be patient and do your due diligence before you place any trades. When it seems like there's a lot of opportunity that's going on right now, when everything's kind of red, and you can be super tempted to do something about it, but you don't know what's going on, what's going to happen. Like the news might come up and people will say the coronavirus, is under control. And before you know it, you buy puts on SPY, and before you know it, like the market gaps up on Monday, right? You don't want to if you don't want to get caught in that position, You need to really do your due diligence on each companies and understand that before you take a position, be super patient, even though it seems like the opportunity is right there with you guys. So those are the main 3 reasons, guys, why my portfolio is up, because I created a watch list, right? I understand the market sentiment, and I pick those individual stocks that have their own potential catalysts.